my name is Priya. I came to TanMan early 2023, so I am from the UK, and what brought me to TanMan was for medical treatment. The doctor that I had found, he actually recommended TanMan, and I researched very heavily before I even accepted my stay. So I looked into the actual accommodation. I even got recommendations from people that had stayed here, and once I was really comfortable that TanMan was the place that I wanted to stay, that's when I arrived my first time. Unfortunately, I was only there for a week the first time because things didn't go as planned. I was quite sick, so I had to return home. I was travelling solo as well, so there was a lot to consider, but I did return as planned for my treatment, and I knew I wanted to stay at TanMan again. So TanMan has a very family feel. You feel you're immediately welcomed as soon as you arrive. Sujata, who is the manager here, she instantly makes you feel at ease, and if there's anything you need throughout, she will always be there and available to cater for your needs. And this was particularly important for me because I was undergoing quite a procedure, and I would require certain types of meals. So as TanMan is an Ayurvedic centre, the meals here are extremely nutritious and they're very delicious as well. So I thoroughly enjoyed that, and in fact my preference was the meals at TanMan as opposed to restaurant food. So I definitely became quite acquired to the flavours here, and as I mentioned, they are very nutritious, so this was absolutely key for my treatment. So I needed to have a particular type of diet, and TanMan really does cater to that. One of the other things that was particularly important to me was the actual accommodation itself. I needed it to be clean, as I was staying here for quite a while. I needed it to be comfortable as well. So you've got very spacious bedrooms, you've got a private bathroom, you even have your own balcony that gives you a kind of forest-like view. So you're very much at peace in TanMan. So it's completely secluded, so it's in a very secluded part of Pune, and you are definitely forced to kind of switch off and reflect as such. And it's not particularly busy as well, so there's even though there's definitely quite a few people around, there's not a kind of chaotic feel about it. So I stayed here for about 6 weeks on and off, but I always chose to return at TanMan. So TanMan was extremely comfortable and it was very familiar. Throughout my treatment there were certain things that I needed, and Sujata would always get those for me. So if it was any cotton wool, if it was water bottles that I needed, she would never say no, and she would always get everything for me, even though that's not what I expected. And everybody has gone above and beyond. Even in fact, one of the days I was taken out as well, just to kind of see the actual town and shown around. So I think if anybody decides to come at TanMan, you will feel automatically like you're a part of the family, and I think that is the attitude here, and that's why TanMan I think works incredibly well. Now in terms of some of the things that are ongoing here, and I think they are really developing this, so even during my time they were actually soundproofing all of the villas, which is really important because you want to feel that kind of peace and quietness, and they are extending a lot further. And then another thing that was part of my treatment, I needed to actually exercise and walk around quite a bit. So there's quite a lot of ground on the premises, so that gave me a lot of freedom to be able to do that. And then even aside from Sujata, who's the manager, Kiran, who is the owner here, and then of course you've got all the staff, so they are really wonderful. So especially if you're having your meals or anything like that, they will always want to check that you are having a good time and you're enjoying everything. So I highly recommend TanMan if you're looking for a secluded, peaceful stay with really good food. It's definitely worth staying here. They also offer treatments as well, Ayurvedic treatments that are specialising in Ayurveda. Also massages, facials, which I definitely took advantage of. I absolutely enjoyed my time, and I know you will too if you decide to stay.